Hey, digital investors, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys all had a good new year and welcome to 2021. We have finally seemed to have made it through 2020. I'm sure most of you guys are pretty relieved about that. And yeah, hopefully 2021 ends up being a lot better than 2020, right? As we know, 2020 ended up being pretty good for the digital asset space. Unfortunately, the rest of things got a little turned upside down. But for the digital asset space, we've seen some pretty good stuff. So hopefully we just continue to see that. We're going to start here for today. We're going to go over Stellar Lumens cooperates with World Bank to improve traceability of loans. I have some good stuff coming out about Stellar today. So with that said, we're going to hop into this. If you're a frequent viewer of the show, like to show some support, then just tap the like button. It helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm to pick this video up and show it to more people. I do appreciate all the support you guys choose to give. And with that said, the Stellar Development Foundation CEO Danelle Dixon spoke with Stella Moken, leader of the World Bank Group, and former World Bank Group president Jim Yong Kim. Moken said that the World Bank and the SDF can learn things from each other to create a better experience for their users. The bank representative emphasized that open source tech and digital public goods are tools for achieving that goal. Moken added that the efforts and progress made by the SDF, this is the Stellar Development Foundation, and the entities of the traditional financial system can be harnessed by all parties. In a call for collaboration and experimentation with new technologies, the World Bank representative revealed that they have worked with the SDF to make improvements in their financial products. She says, from our own exploration with blockchain and the Stellar Development Foundation, we looked into how blockchain can help us improve traceability and visibility into our own World Bank loan disbursements. This learning is very important for us, and we are sharing it with our client countries, other teams across the bank, and other colleagues in the ecosystem. This is her who is speaking on that. That's just it in text. So yeah, guys, this is looking pretty serious, right? The former World Bank employee believes that access to platforms like Stellar will be critical in the open world of the future. Especially for populations in emerging economies, alternatives like Stellar will allow them access to financial services. And then you have the CEO of Circle, Jeremy Allaire, added that the experience with blockchain technology should be easy to the point of reaching invisibility for people. Thus, it will be possible to reach a level of mass adoption in the mainstream. Now, his choice of words, invisibility for people, really kind of opened my eyes, because I remember when I was first getting into this space, one of the concepts that I heard is that when mass adoption happens, it's going to be, your everyday person isn't even going to realize that they are using it, right? Transactions could be settling, let's say in this case, over the Stellar Lumens blockchain. They could be doing transfers, instant transfers within their bank, right? From peer to peer, bank to bank, family to friend, whatever. And it would be instant, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have to know exactly how it is working. They don't even have to know that they are, using the Stellar blockchain, or that they could possibly be using XLM, right? As we know, USDC is being issued on the Stellar Lumen blockchain. So if people start using stablecoins, in this case like the USDC, do they necessarily have to know that they are using the Stellar blockchain, or they're going to think they're just using US dollars, right? In my personal opinion, I don't think people are going to take the time to educate themselves. So it's just very interesting, his choice of invisibility for people, as if it's going to be running in the background. They won't even really know it, right? So that's really interesting. It's also interesting to see that Stellar is solving problems for banks. So really, really good stuff out of Stellar. They have been making some amazing progress, and they haven't been that loud. That's the thing. They've been making amazing progress all 2020, and they haven't really been stirring up that much noise. There's not that many eyeballs on them. And this is a weird thing as well. So Grayscale dumps a quarter of its XRP and half of its XLM following the SEC Ripple lawsuit. Now, for them to sell XRP after the Ripple lawsuit, I think we can all say that we expect that. But to be also selling XLM after the lawsuit, that doesn't make very much sense to me, right? Especially since XRP, XLM, Ripple, Stellar, they're supposed to be separated. So, why would Grayscale dump their XLM, right? That's the question that's basically running through my mind right now. So data from the financial derivatives platform Bybit indicates that Grayscale has reduced its position by almost 9 million XRP from December 28th to December 30th. So very, very quickly, right? This was a quick rash decision. Grayscale's trust for this asset totals approximately 26 million XRP with an estimated value of 8.9 million. The fund for XLM has seen an even bigger reduction. Grayscale sold about 9 million XLM during the same period, even though the price of the token has not had a similar drop to XRP. Grayscale Stellar Lumen Trust now has 3.6 million in AUM, according to the firm's latest update. In comparison, Grayscale has significantly increased its position in Bitcoin. Of the 19.7 billion that Grayscale manages, 17 billion goes to the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So yeah, they're reducing their positions in XRP, which is to be expected, but they're also reducing their position in XLM and increasing their position in Bitcoin. So, and then what's interesting is that on the next article I'm going to show you guys here, top analyst warns Bitcoin on cusp of massive correction. He goes over how Grayscale's been reducing their Bitcoin position. If we look here, the analyst highlights data from investment firm Grayscale indicating that their Bitcoin and Ethereum assets under management have dipped slightly in the past few days. This is coming out January 1st, and this article here came out on December 31st. So maybe in between these, this one day, I'm not sure. It would have to go and look in the Grayscale report to see which one it really is. But yeah, let's move into this one. So top analyst warns Bitcoin on cusp of massive correction, and he predicts when XRP will finally hit a bottom. So the pseudonymous trader known in the industry as Pentoshi predicts BTC is about to tumble to the low $20,000 range. Pentoshi says the timing of Bitcoin's upward movement suggests a reversal is inbound. He says the time and distance of each BTC move gets smaller, less consolidation and less upwards movement. Markets can be like a pendulum and will swing the other way. Theory remains unchanged. We will see low 20,000s. The analyst also highlights data from investment firm Grayscale indicating that their Bitcoin and Ethereum AUM have dipped slightly in the past few days. He says, to me, this signifies a local top and makes sense from a technical perspective using fibs. I believe we get a 15 to 30% pullback before making new all-time highs, a bullish pullback per se. We've seen a lot of people calling for a quote, healthy correction, right? So in his case, a bullish pullback. Yes, it would be good to pull back a little bit, cool the brakes, and pick up some more speed from there, right? Build up a really nice, strong support floor. He says it's not about capturing the bottoms of the markets, but 70 to 80% of the move. Nothing has made me more money than understanding the power of compounding and saying that. In the long run, the trader says Bitcoin's bull cycle is not over yet, but as the new year begins, Pentoshi believes the altcoins hold the better risk to reward ratio. At this point, it's undeniable to me that alts have more upside in 21 than Bitcoin. As for XRP, Pentoshi says the crypto asset is still searching for a bottom as Ripple prepares to begin a legal battle with the SEC. The analyst expects XRP to lose roughly half of its remaining value in the near future. He says, in my opinion, the dust will settle in the next few weeks to months, somewhere in between 7 to 12 cents. Liquidity will dry up, ODL can't be used on Bitstamp, more exchanges will halt trading, larger players will continue to de-risk and get rid of excess inventory just the way I see it. So this is just what one analyst is thinking, but at least it's another viewpoint. I have seen so many different potential outcomes, predictions, theories, things like that on what we're going to see with XRP. And, to be honest, I think we could see any of them. I don't try to catch myself up too far in trying to predict exactly how this is going to look like, whether it be price action or a chain of events or, what the emotions and fears of the market is going to be. I'm more so expecting the worst, preparing for the worst, and then not even hoping for the best, hoping for mediocre, and then you really can't be disappointed when you do that. And I do that with all of my crypto investments. Every time I invest into any project, I mainly just invest into it and expect to lose my money. Obviously, you don't want to lose your money, but when you have that expectation, it forces you to make the best decisions possible and expect nothing. And then if it pops off, it's good. And then you also can cover yourself because you're never investing more than you can afford to lose, right? right? You don't want to push yourself over from where you're investing in cryptocurrencies into now you're just gambling on altcoins, right? There's a very, very big difference there. So I'm ready to hear what Ripple has to say. I'm ready to hear their response. There's a lot of fear in this market. I'm not really letting it bother me. We need regulatory clarity. I think this is one of the best ways to get it. What the XRP price does in the meantime, I'm just going to see as potential buying, selling opportunities, whatever my plan is. So hopefully you guys have your plan in place. Make sure you do make a investing plan, trading plan, whatever it is that you're doing. Everything works a lot better when you plan your moves ahead. Remember, you're playing chess here, not checkers. With that said, a crypto user who lost 50,000 in Link receives $11,000 donation in tokens. So this was pretty cool to see, right? It always sucks when someone gets scammed or loses their crypto. So user who lost 50,000 Link receives 11,000 donations in tokens. And the cool thing is, you know, with crypto, we know we're expecting a great 2021. I don't know what coins this guy was donated, but you know, if he was donated Link, I'm sure that 11,000 is going to be worth much more than his initial 50,000 by the time it's done, right? And that's the amazing thing about cryptos, is just how much they can appreciate in value while we're in a bull run, right? Had he gotten $11,000 back in US dollars, that $11,000 is still going to be $11,000 a couple years from now. So this was cool to see. I just wanted to add it in. We also have Bitcoin price reaches a new all-time high of $29,600 is 30,000 next. The Bitcoin price rose to a new all-time high of 29.6K, then bounced off of that as resistance in its first attempt. The correction was rather mild to just under 29K. Subsequently, Bitcoin was able to resume the uptrend and stands at 29,303 at the time of writing. Thus, Bitcoin has recorded a gain of 0.78% within the last 24 hours, and the market cap has risen to 544 billion. It's still pretty insane, guys, to see that we are over half a trillion in market cap. That is really, really crazy. And you know, just less than half a trillion more and we will literally be at $1 trillion market cap. And you know, a lot of people thought we would never get there, but it's looking more and more likely. We have too much money coming into this market, I think, to at this point not at some point reach $1 trillion market cap. Now, Bitcoin price faces the last roadblock before $30,000. So as you guys know, we were very, very close to $30,000, not getting above it yet though. What this analyst on here points out is that the $30,000 level could be a very psychological level, put a renewed confidence into the market. On the chart here, as you can see, it looks like we're starting to round out at the top, which typically when you start to see that, that indicates some distribution. Not all the time, but sometimes it'll indicate that there's some distribution going on, right? Smart money selling into good retail buy pressure. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't have another bump up, but it is starting to round out. As we know, when it's rounding out on the bottom, long term, that means we could have a nice run up. If it's rounding out on the top, it kind of has the same thing, but it's going to go in the direction that it is going to go. And I think this is why people are really at this point calling for a pullback, right? Calling for a pullback to the low 20,000s, as the other analysts said. Even people saying we need to come down and hit at least 26,000. Some people saying we need to go and retest our old all-time high down at 19,600, wherever exactly that was. So we will see what happens. I think a pullback would be healthy, but if Bitcoin's going to shoot up from here, it's going to do what it's going to do. It's a bull market, and we don't really have a say in it. Your fear and greed index for today is sitting at 94 in extreme greed. In your coin prices for today, BTC at 29.2K, ETH at $734, XRP at 24 cents, LTC 126, DOT $8.31, BCH 344, ADA at 1.7 cents, Link at $12.20, XLM at 13 cents. Oh, guys, we have to check on Theta. So check this out. Theta moving up to number 18 and sitting at $2.17. That is crazy. It is up 20% on the 24-hour and up 82% on the 7-day. Theta is outperforming many other coins by a long shot right now. I don't know how much longer it will last. I think just yesterday, Theta was at $1.80, $1.70, $1.80. I woke up this morning and I saw it at 218. I know it went as high as 224. I'd have to check and see if it went any higher than that, but nonetheless, guys, that's where it's sitting right now. Theta on an absolute run up. Vechain sitting just under 2 cents. It's at 1.96 cents. Synthetics at $8.19. Those are your crypto prices for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every single day when I upload. I produce a video like this daily going over Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything going on in the crypto space. Keep in mind, nothing I cover here is financial advice. I'm just covering the daily crypto news and this crypto bull run. With that said, if you guys could just tap the like button for me, it really does help a ton to help push this video out, build the community. So your likes, your comments, your shares is all very greatly appreciated, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.